Children, today we are going to learn about a very interesting story, The 12 Princesses. Now, do you know what is the story all about? I'm going to first tell you a summary about the story. I'll just tell you the story in short, then we are going to read the story. The story goes like this. There was a king and he had 12 daughters. Princesses means daughters of the king. And each one of the daughter was beautiful than the other one. Means the second daughter was beautiful than the first one, the third daughter was beautiful than the second one, and likewise. And the king used to keep his daughter in a tall tower. And every night what the king used to do is he used to lock the room of his daughters so that his daughters won't be able to go out of the room. But in spite of locking the room every night, what the king used to observe is the next morning that the shoes of the princesses were torn. And he used to wonder, how is it possible? And every day the king used to gain tension about that in spite of my locking the room, how the princesses are able to unlock the door and go out of the room. And it created a lot of tension in the mind of the king. So what did he do is, he declared that the one who is going to solve the mystery will be rewarded with a huge amount. So a magician comes and he tries to solve the mystery. So let us find out now, is the magician able to unsolve the mystery? Let us read now the 12 princesses. The 12 Princesses is a German fairy tale collected by Brothers Grimm. It was published in Grimm's Fairy Tale in 1812. Let's begin the story. Once upon a time, there lived a king who had 12 daughters. All the princesses slept in a tall tower, and every night the doors of the tower used to be locked from outside. The king was quite worried about the mystery of his daughter's shoes being worn out. Worn out means torn. Being inquisitive, the king decided to hold a competition to uncover the mystery of shoes and put posters for the competition all around the kingdom. The king then announced a reward for the person. One fine day, a magician named Ralph saw one of the posters and decided to take up the challenge. Ralph then went to the palace, and on that very night he was given a room next to the princess's room. Annabel, the eldest princess, came and offered Ralph a cup of cocoa. Ralph was too clever, as he was aware that the drink would make him fall asleep. Very smartly, he pretended to drink, but actually he threw it. Annabel pulled an old dusty rug, and underneath there was a tunnel with steps leading down. One by one, all the sisters disappeared into the tunnel. When all of them were gone, Ralph quickly ran to their room and clicked his fingers. Suddenly, a cloak appeared in front of him. With the next click, Ralph vanished. Ralph gently started breaking twigs from each tree as proof for the king. He now saw 12 boats waiting at the lake. On each boat sat a handsome prince. Ralph sneaked in one of the boats. They reached the other side and suddenly a band started playing. The princesses danced until their shoes were worn out. Soon it was morning and the princesses limped home. Ralph narrated the king whatever he saw and finally was rewarded. So you learn, children, that Ralph was able to solve the mystery. And where did the princesses go? They vanished inside a tunnel and went to a place where they used to dance whole night with the handsome princesses. So the moral of the story is parents need to give their children room to grow as they get older. The king would have been better off building relationships with his daughters than locking them in a room at night. Means, as you grow old, your parents should allow you to take your own decisions and they should have a healthy relationship with their children, so that the children will come and share whatever happens in their lives. And they should also restrict themselves in unnecessary interference in their children's life. They should allow them a little bit of space. Thank you, children, for your attention. Now I am going to attach a video related to the story. You can just have a look at the video. I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you.